Good day, folks. Good day. Good day. Hope y'all doing well. I'm doing great out in nature as usual. So, today's topic is narcissistic gray rock, or gray rock as it relates to narcissism. Okay? I'll say that again. Today's topic is gray rock as it relates to narcissism. Now, what is gray rock, guys? Before I even go there, let me say this. Huh? You ever heard the saying, you about as boring as a gray rock? Huh? You are about as boring as a gray rock? If you haven't, then allow me to say it to you. Okay? So what is gray rock? Gray rock is essentially, guys, when the victim of the narcissistic abuse becomes unresponsive. Okay? Now, I'm going to go there again. To go gray rock, guys, is when the victim of the narcissistic abuse becomes unresponsive to the narcissist's provocations. All right? Now, one may say, how do you become unresponsive? Right? You just become boring to the narcissist. Okay? You don't respond to them with the same intensity or the same energy levels. All right? You've become boring. All of a sudden, you've started to invest less and less time into the narcissist. Okay? You may respond, but you're not responding the way that you normally would. You're responding now using less words, less intensity, and less emotions, of course. Okay? Now, it's normal human response to stand up and defend yourself when you're being provoked, or when you're being treated unfair, or when you're being treated unjust, or when you're being abused. It's normal behavior, right? This is where the narcissist thrives, okay? Because when you respond to the narcissist's behavior this way, it serves as a source of fuel for them, okay? They have you exactly right where they wanted you, essentially, okay? So they thrive off of this, and this is why they provoke their victims, they bait them, and they gaslight them, and they do all of these other things, all right? All to exhibit that response from you, okay? Because it serves as a source of fuel for them. It serves as a source of supply for them, right? So now, when you stop responding to the narcissist this way, when you stop responding with so much intensity, when you stop responding with so much energy, they will start to feel like you've either found someone else, or you are eliminating them from the relationship. Okay? I'll go there again. When you start, huh? When you start to gray rock the narcissist, responding to their arguments and their provocations and their baiting and their gaslighting with less intensity, less energy, huh? They'll start to feel like what? You are now cheating on them. You have found new supply or new support system, so you no longer need them. Okay? They'll feel very insecure at this point. All right? I'll say it again. When you start rocking the narcissist, they'll feel very insecure. Now, gray rock is a very effective tactic to use against the narcissist, but it's only effective if used correctly. Okay? I'll say that again. Gray rock could be very effective, okay? But it's only effective when done properly, all right? Because what it does is it pushes, or should I say, it forces the narcissist out of their comfort zone, so to speak. Okay, when you gray rocks a narcissist, guys, you force them out of their comfort zone. Okay, it pushes them to embrace their insecurities, right? It pushes them to a position of insecurity. Okay, and this is when they will respond by accusing you of finding yourself new source of support and new supply or whatever the case may be, right? So gray rock could be effective if done properly. Okay. So now let's go back to what gray rock really means. Gray rock is when you've become so boring and so unresponsive to the narcissist that they themselves get tired of you. Okay, they get tired of not getting any supply from you. Okay, that it typically ends up in a discard. Okay, and this discard, guys, is not because the narcissist wants to. It's just because they're not getting no supply from you. All right. Now, when it comes to the narcissist, guys, we have to understand something. Okay, the narcissist does not view other people as individuals. Okay, the narcissist views other individuals as a source of supply. Okay, as a tool, so to speak. Okay, they view you as a source of supply rather than an independent individual being, right? Seeing you as their equal or seeing you as another person, right? They see you rather as a source of supply, okay, as a tool, okay? So when they can no longer get that supply from you, when they can no longer use that tool, when that tool can no longer do the job that it is meant to do, they discard you. They throw you away, essentially. Okay? Again, the narcissist views other individuals as a source of supply rather than an individual equal to themselves. Okay? They only view you as a source of supply. So, as a tool for a job, so to speak, right? As a tool for a purpose, right? So when you can no longer provide them that supply, when that tool stops working or when that tool breaks, it's time to discard you and go for another tool or go for a new tool. You understand this analogy here? This is how the narcissist sees other people, okay? You don't see them as their equal, but rather as a source of supply. So when that supply can no longer be provided, it leads to a discard because now it's time for them to find a new source of supply. Okay? Now, if you're discarded this way by a narcissist, chances are not too long afterwards, they will come back and attempt to hoover you. They'll come back and test the waters and check your temperature to see where you stand at this point. Okay? So gray rocking, guys, is when you, like I mentioned earlier, when you stop responding with so much intensity, when you stop responding with so much energy, when you stop responding with so much enthusiasm, okay? It essentially appears as if you no longer care. All right? But for gray rock to be effective, guys, you have to armor yourself up. Okay? You have to become very secure in yourself. Okay? To the point where if, or should I say when, because it will typically lead to a discard. So if you're discarded, that you won't feel no way. Okay, you're secure enough in yourself that if discarded as a result of your gray rock, it will not bother you. It will not affect you. Okay? So You have to armor yourself up, all right, and pretty much tune out the narcissist, essentially. Okay. Again, you have to armor yourself up and tune out the narcissist, because their initial response to your gray rock tactic, guys, is gonna be what? To push you, to force you out of your comfort zone, essentially. Okay? It will be to push you off of your defense. Okay? Push you out of that position that you're in, that high position that you're in. Okay? So they may provoke you, they may gaslight you, they may blatantly disrespect you, they may do all types of stuff, try to pull you out of it. Okay? Because at this point, they're no longer receiving the same responses from you that they normally do. Okay, I'll say that again. At this point, they're no longer receiving those responses from you that they normally do. Okay, so the initial attempt will be to force you out of that position. Okay, and like I said, they may gaslight you, they may disrespect you, they may bait you, they provoke you pretty much to push you out of that high position that you're in. Okay, and if none of this works, okay, if this is not effective, if this is not effective, they will slowly, 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 slowly fade away. Okay, this type of discard is not a typical discard, right? Because it's done in a slow manner. They slowly, slowly, slowly pull away as they no longer get supply from you. Huh? As they no longer receive supply from you, you have become so boring to them that they go to seek supply elsewhere. Okay? But this discard here now doesn't happen like other discards. It's done in a very slow manner. Okay? Slowly, slowly they'll pull away. Okay? But they don't pull all the way away. Huh? They leave a little bit hanging in the air because they will come back, right? And attempt to hoover you. See if you've changed your mind. See if you're done acting like that. Okay? Now let's talk about how gray rock could be effective. Okay? How could it be effective? Guys, it could be very effective, but like I said earlier, in order for gray rock to be effective, you have to armor yourself up. Okay? You have to armor yourself up. Okay? To where you become immune to their gaslighting, you become immune to their disrespect, you become immune to their provocations, you become immune to the discard, you become immune to the gaslight, you become immune to everything the narcissist does. Okay, because they're gonna pull some tricks out of the bag. Okay, when you start to gray rock them, they're gonna pull some tricks out of the bag. All right, but for it to work, for it to be effective, you have to what? Be immune to all of those tricks. Okay? You have to remain unresponsive. You have to remain boring. Okay? You have to stay unresponsive to the narcissist's attempts to push you out of that high position that you have found yourself. Okay? It's a very great tactic, guys. If done correctly, it's a great tactic to force the narcissist out of their comfort zone. And like I said earlier, it typically leads to what? Discard. Okay? They check themselves out, right? Without you having to, all right? Without you putting up a fight, they slowly, 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 slowly distance themselves from you because now you have become so boring, you have become so unresponsive that they no longer feel like they're getting anything from you, right? They're no longer getting any supply from you. So eventually they'll distance themselves, but it won't be as fast, right? They'll do it in a slow fashion. Now, what do you do after you gray rock the narcissist? So you've done it and it has worked. So now what? When the narcissist returns, what happens when the narcissist returns to hoover you guys? Because chances are they will hoover you after the gray rock. Okay? So what happens then? You essentially will have to put up an even bigger, thicker, taller wall, okay? And say no, okay? Because they will attempt to hoover you. Uh, See if you're still open to them. See if you're still there, okay? You simply just have to say no, all right? Because if you don't, you will allow them back into your life, and the toxic cycles will continue. It will pick up right where it left off, and it will continue to go again and again and again. All right. So that is gray rock, guys. There will be more on this. All right. There will be more on this in a later video. But let me leave it here for now. Until the next one. Peace, love, and more life.